toot. You just got married, right?
About to get married.
About to get married.
Yeah, January. Yeah.
All right. Let's talk about this. This is a good story. This online summer school in rural Missouri. What's going on?
This is really cool. Jefferson County, the Grandview R2 school district, a couple years ago, they set up this online, what we call course access, meaning any student around the state can enroll. It is free to them. They can make up classes they didn't pass. They can take classes their school district doesn't offer, which is like huge in rural districts and a lot of urban districts. Or if they just think they're going to get better teaching here than they would get in their own school, they can do it. Over 150 classes or something like that. And what it's proving is that there's a demand. It's really, McGraw, here's the thing. They've got like 900 students in the entire school district.
Right.
During the summer, they have over 1,500 kids enroll in this.
So how many different classes are there?
There's something like 150, 175. I just talked to the program director this past Friday, and they've got upwards of 175 or something like that. But they work with teachers all over the place who are accredited to deliver the class.
So are they videos? Are they notebooks? What are they?
All of the above. It's online learning. A lot of it's video. A lot of it would be assignment. Depends on the class. So they'll customize it based on what it takes to teach that class. But what that tells us is what we call course access works. So what we're saying is, listen, there's a demand for this. 1,500 kids during the summer are willing to sign up and voluntarily do this. Let's make it available year round.
And no question about it. Now, you have to ask yourself, where does this go from here? We already know colleges. I have a friend of mine who was a nurse. She went back to school and became a nurse practitioner and went to one of the area schools and paid some ridiculous $15,000 a year. And it was all online.
Yeah.
It was like, well, wait a minute. Why are you still paying $15,000 a year if the person's done it once and they don't have to do it again for the 3 or 4 years?
Yeah, because they can charge it.
Right, right. So you have to wonder.
Yeah.
I mean, so much cost sharing and cost shavings have come into so many different industries. You got to wonder if school is next.
Well, I kind of hope so, because more competition on that, just like anything else, will drive some prices down. But as far as Missouri schools students go, this means that the state has already set aside a budget for education. It just means that the teacher over here and the school over here gets paid for delivering that class.
Right.
So there's nothing extra for taxpayers.
So it's all right. So that which led me to my next line of questioning. So this rural school district in Jefferson County did it on their own.
Yeah.
For their own students, for other students, what's going on?
Started off for their own students, as I understand it,
Right.
and then they opened it up across the state, and now they've got 1,500 kids and growing, and that's just for this summer course.
If I am a student in St. Louis, can I take this for free?
Yes.
How are they making any money on it?
They get the state pays for the course that's being delivered.
So because I'm a attendance, I'm part of the attendance of this class.
Right.
They get paid or reimbursed because they're educating me, even though I live in St. Louis and the school is in Jefferson City.
Correct. Jefferson County.
Jefferson County.
Yeah.
So that's really interesting. Now, are other school districts going to start doing this?
I hope so.
Or why? If it's already been duplicated, if it's already been built, why does now Clayton School District have to do it? Why can't they just take that?
Clayton School District may say, we've got the state's best history teacher right now, and this teacher right here can deliver a better class, or this teacher could deliver an AP class that other school districts can't.
Right.
Let's open up our teacher and our class for this teacher so that, you know what, we'll get reimbursed for it, and kids who don't have a great history teacher or they don't have some advanced placement class, they'll be able to take the class here.
Yeah, but you're saying, though, that the state of Missouri, if you would only employ one history teacher in the entire state.
Well, no, but Springfield may have a great one too, and Columbia may have one too, and there may be. I mean, what comes down to, especially for the rural districts, Grandview R2 School District, I'm guessing, saw a need because they can't justify hiring an AP algebra or calculus teacher if there's a year where only 2 kids may want to take it.
Right.
So they figured, hey, there's probably rural districts all over the state in this type of situation, so let's open this up. And then what they found is there's a demand for all kinds of curriculum.
I will say this, Mike Ferguson of the Show Me Institute, that I find myself going to that Khan University online. You know what this Khan University is?
Which one?
It's KHAN.
Yeah.
It's the guy who started off sending videos to his niece about calculus, and now it's grown in
Millions of people look at that.
millions of people,
Yeah.
and they have like a full. It's just constantly people doing. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, you can really learn a lot online.
You know, and the thing is that, I mean, I'm holding my cell phone right here. This is the classroom of the textbook of today and tomorrow. I
Right.
mean, if you're under the age of, say, 30, you're not scared of learning on this thing. Whereas somebody who's just over 35, like we are, because we're
Right.
both 36, of course.
Yes.
We have a little tougher time with
Yeah.
that. But that's the new normal. So
Yeah.
we've got to adapt if our kids are going to be able to compete in the world.
The idea of learning from other kids in the class, asking questions, all of that, I get it. You know, you can send emails or texts or whatever else, and there still needs to be that outlet and that social interaction.
Sure.
But just the idea of learning, a 10, 15-minute, 20-minute video, they're great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there
and you
is-
don't have to worry about, the lunchroom and the bus picking you up and the school and the clothes and the bully at the end of the block and everything.
Exactly. And you can customize your curriculum to exactly what you want.
Yeah.
And you can do it anywhere you want. If you're one of those kids who travels for sports, or you go to grandma's house, or
Right.
you're living in between two different parents' houses or something, you can do it whenever you want.
Do you have to be, could a 35-year-old take this high school class if you wanted to?
I didn't ask him that question. As I understand it, you need to be enrolled in a middle or high school.
Middle or high school. Really interesting stuff. Mike Ferguson, more about this at the Show Me Institute?
At showmeinstitute.org. And the next step I would love to see is if we allow this year round.
Yeah. Director of Communications for the Show Me Institute, Mike Ferguson. Good to see you, buddy.
You too.
It's 8:45.